As President Trump's day in Israel wraps up, here are 3 things to know about his first overseas trip so far. Number 1, President Trump's meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu included a tour of Netanyahu's private residence with wives and family members, and a presser in which both leaders professed a commitment to Middle Eastern peace without mentioning a 2-state solution.
We want Israel to have peace.
At an earlier meeting, President Trump touched on the classified intel U.S. officials say he shared with the Russians that reportedly came from Israeli intelligence.
I never mentioned the word or the name Israel. Never mentioned it during that conversation. They were all saying I did. So you had to know the story wrong. Never mentioned the word Israel.
And Mr. Netanyahu said this about the U.S. and Israel. Number 2, President Trump arrived on the first known direct flight from Saudi Arabia to Israel. But Melania Trump was clearly in no mood to hold hands with her husband. She swats his hand away before the welcome ceremony at Ben Gurion Airport. Then on to a visit to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and the Western Wall, where the president placed a note in this holy shrine to Jews. The wall lies in disputed territory and has emerged as a litmus test of sorts. Israel would like Mr. Trump to officially recognize the Western Wall and Jerusalem as part of Israel and move the U.S. embassy there from Tel Aviv, despite opposition in the international community. So far, Mr. Trump has been reluctant to do so. Number 3, President Trump received a warm welcome in Saudi Arabia over the weekend when he met with Saudi royalty and gave a speech departing from earlier rhetoric around Muslims that seemed intended to rally Arab allies against common enemy Iran, terrorism, and, quote, the crisis of Islamic extremism.
The true control of ISIS, if you look at what's happening, Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, Hamas, and so many others, must be counted not only in the number of dead, it also must be counted in generations of vanished dreams.
During Mr. Trump's visit, the U.S. and Saudi Arabia agreed to a $109 billion arms package and a further $300 billion in other deals and investments. The President and Secretary of State Rex Tillerson also participated in a sword dance. On Tuesday, Mr. Trump meets with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in the West Bank. From there, it's on to the Vatican.